Today on Too Many Projects Garage, we work on Natasha's 280zx. All right, as you can see, we're missing the majority of the exhaust. So we've got some exhaust pipe that we bought that we're gonna tack in there and hopefully make it sound a lot quieter. And then we've got to replace the speedometer cable, because neither the speedometer cable or the fuel gauge works, and if you don't have either, it makes it really hard to tell how much gas you got. And as you can see, it's pretty rough. Been pretty bottomed out quite a few times, but
floorboards have been repaired.
looks like, oh wow, yeah, they patched the floorboard.
I mean, repaired and
but that's not the biggest issue. Nat, do you want to show them the biggest issue? Can you wiggle it for me?
Yeah, here's the light.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. As you can see, look at how much play there is, and it's specifically right here. Look at that. So we need to do something about that, because that's making it sketchy. The other side's actually great, and it looks like they replaced all the rest of the suspension, or at least a bunch of it, and make it better.
The sway bar end links look new. The tie rod ends are new. When they put the struts together on this car, there's two pieces at the very top of the strut. Yeah, can I shine this light in there? If you look up in here, there's like this bottom piece and this top piece, and there's actually a bearing between those so that the strut,
like a thrust bearing, kind of.
Well, not really, kind of.
It's kind of a thrust bearing.
But you can see on this side that that bottom piece is completely gone.
Oh yeah, sure enough.
Every time you turn this car, it makes
a clunking noise. Yeah, because it's the spring, skipping. So, well, but honestly, that's not even the real big problem. The big problem is how loose that steering linkage is.
Yeah, this is making it dangerous. That's making it annoying.
Yeah, that's annoying. This is dangerous. So we need to look into seeing if we can figure out that. We didn't even know this was an issue. Also, look at this. They replaced that line there for the clutch, but they didn't even take off the old line, which is kind of funny. They just left it there. So we might tidy up that too while we're under here.
I have to adjust the clutch too, because the actuation is like right at the bottom of the pedal. So I will probably do all that at the same time.
Yep. So it's pretty rough, but I think we can make it work and get it going. We just got to figure out that steering thing, because that's the most dangerous part about the whole thing, and make it quieter. And of course, fix the speedometer. So let's get started. All right, guys, so we've got this off, and yeah, it's wallered out. I should not be able to stick my finger through there, but it's full of like old urethane and stuff. So we're gonna burn it out. And then once we're done burning it out, we're gonna measure it with the calipers and whatnot.
Yeah, and the other piece.
And we're gonna make a TPU bushing, because it is also urethane. So we're gonna print it 100% infill. I've got TPU for my 3D printer, and it's cold, so we're gonna hang this up and just let it burn out. It'll be fun while we're doing other things. I don't know how well this will work, but we're gonna try it out. And if it doesn't, then we've got the torch.
Yeah, the torch, yeah.
So, but this will be fun. You know, we're just gonna breathe in all the burnt plastic as it burns out, you know? Because it's blowing it towards us. But yeah, next thing's next. We're gonna start working on
probably, I'd like to get the exhaust out of the way.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the exhaust, get it going, because yeah. And we got all the stuff right here. We got a resonator, we've got a flex pipe, and we've got the exhaust tubing. So we're gonna get it up in there and tack it all in, and hopefully it'll be a lot quieter. We got that kind of mocked up. It looks pretty good, though we do want to use this flex pipe.
We're probably gonna end up taking this heat shield off and installing it up in here. I just want something on there so that there's some flex in the exhaust system so that it doesn't break.
Rattle itself to bits.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because there was nothing like that originally.
I think there was maybe a wobble joint here.
Oh,
with
maybe,
like a flange, but
yeah,
I just don't know. There was nothing on the car when we got it.
Missing, yeah. And then we also got this so we can run to the back if we want to.
Yeah,
but for now,
it really only needs like a 45 into a 90 back down, and then a muffler back here, but I'm probably not gonna mess with that today. I might do the 45 and 90 around the subframe, and there's a hanger here, which is awesome, because I could just weld it to
it's kind of perfect, yeah,
the pipe. And then I can build the rest of this out later when I get a muffler.
There's the hanger, yeah. And then also we noticed that the lower
Oh yeah, Josh saw that earlier.
On the thing there. It's kind of funny. But, yep. Gonna look pretty nice once we get it going. It'll just take a minute. but not a big deal. Just to make it easy on us, we changed our minds. We're gonna leave that alone. We're probably gonna bend it down a little because it is really close to that.
Yeah, I actually had to bend this around when I first put it on here because it was really bent up from being bottomed out, and it wouldn't even bolt to the manifold, so I had to bend it down with a piece of pipe. We still need to bend it down more, and then I'm just going to clean this up, weld this together, and build the little 45-90 onto this hanger.
And that should allow, that should allow enough flexibility.
I don't really think the flex pipe is going to add that much to it.
Hey, and we can return it.
Yeah. Save us some money.
Yep, exactly. So, okay, let's get started on bending that down and then welding this crap in here. Check it out, guys. It didn't take long, and she's clear. See right through it. So now we just gotta, once it cools down, it's very hot. We just got to, you know, measure it, and then I can 3D print a TPU bushing for it. And it won't even take very long. All right, so we're gonna throw this in the snow because it's hot as hell, and it's still snowy outside, so. Oh, satisfying. Satisfying. Now it's just all covered in snow. Oh yeah. Nice. I'm pretty sure it's cold enough now. I'll just leave it right there for a minute until it gets real cold. While Nat's working on the exhaust, I've got this catted up on my computer. It's one half of the two halves of the bushings. It'll go on either side of this piece here. Here, either side of those. And then, of course, I'm printing two of these, and then it'll be great. I got it printing on my H2D Bamboo Lab printer, and it's starting away. Look at that. Looking really nice. And hopefully in about an hour and a half, we'll have fresh new bushings printed. We're making some progress. We got it a little turn up there, and it's attached to the hanger, and we just got to weld this last piece right here, and we'll have a resonator. It should be quieter. It's not going to be as quiet as it having a muffler, but it's definitely going to be quieter, and the exhaust is going to be pointing out the back, which is nice. We like that. All right, we've got exhaust, well, most of one. We still need a muffler eventually, but for now, the resonator is going to quiet it down probably quite a bit. I'm going to go and unplug the heater because it is loud, and that way we get full, unadulterated sound from that. She's gonna get up there, climb up there, all dangerous like, and start it up. I would not be doing that personally, but more power to her, I guess. All right, well, there's that. She's in there. Let's see how it sounds. Oh man, it's actually quite a bit quieter. Not bad. Much better than it was. And I'm gonna insert a clip of us pulling it in here right now so you can just see the comparison. I took it with my phone, so the audio may not be perfectly one-to-one, but it's definitely much different. Less like just high-pitched, kind of this dulls it down to where it's mainly just the low frequencies, which is good, versus like, you know. So anyways, that's exciting. So now, next thing we gotta work on is getting this speedo cable off of here. And it's gonna be a pain to get that speedo cable replaced because you have to do it. It goes through the firewall and then all the way down there. So, and this is the speedo cable. We got a replacement. It's very nice. Versus the one that's destroyed and hanging there. So, fingers crossed the speedo cable works. That way she can see how much gas mileage she's getting and knowing if she's running out or not. So, anyways, that's the next thing we're gonna work on. All right, good news. We got exhaust for the 280zx, so she can actually drive it. Next thing we're gonna do is obviously work on that. You already heard me talk about that, but we also got to replace those bushings. Fingers crossed those bushings that I bought, or 3D printed, not bought, just work first try. I may have to make some, you know, changes and 3D print them again. I don't know, we'll see. But we're gonna eat some food while we wait for all that, and then we'll come back out here and toil away again. Our bellies are full, and we're back to work on the ZX. I've got one of these printed out, and it actually fits really well, as you can see. I've already got the other one in there, and yeah, and this slides in pretty well as well. So we're gonna get this all lubricated and put together, and then we'll put it on the car. I'm very happy with how these turned out. We're getting her greased up so we can stick her together. Ooh, there he goes. We just gotta kind of smack it in. Probably gonna take a little bit of pounding.
Yep.
But it'll be nice and taut. It's a little chilly in here. We've been inside and it's kind of cold. Oh yeah. Ooh, she's tight. But it's working. We're getting close.
Just wanting to push this bushing out.
Yep, it's pushing the bushing out.
That's okay.
Just push it all the way through with one bushing and then we'll shove the other bushing in.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine. Woo, I'm cold. Yeah, it is 32 degrees in here, guys. 32. So it's chilly. 32 Fahrenheit. Celsius is 0. All right, we're gonna get this all put together and we'll be back here in a second. Oh yeah. It's not quite seated yet, but once we get the nut tight and everything, it will be nice and seated and it'll be nice and tight. And over time, it'll just kind of wear itself to be perfect, which will be real nice. Ooh, look at that. It's going in. Oh yeah. It's already almost there. Look at that. Beautiful. She's stiff, but that's how she should be.
That's how it's supposed to be, yeah.
I'm excited. All right, now we just got to put it back up where it was and get her hooked up. So we were talking about the power steering and it is leaking so bad, the steering box. So we're gonna have to probably take that steering box off entirely and, you know, reseal it. Unfortunately, it's just so far gone. But check that out. It is like perfect. Those bushings printed so well. So excited about it. Go ahead and wiggle it now. I think you got it tight enough. Before it was like so loose. Oh yeah. Beautiful. It's perfect. I don't see any play really. Other than in the gearbox, I think. Any vertical play?
The ball joint's loose.
Oh, well, we need to tighten the ball joint. But hey, well, at least we're figuring this stuff out. I'm pretty excited. I'm just really happy with how that turned out. It's so nice.
Yeah, you should look at these bolts.
Oh, gotta get up. Oh, wow, yeah, that is kind of loose.
That one's the same way.
Oh, is this side the same? Oh, that one looks tight.
Yeah, I'll get these tightened up.
We just need to tighten that puppy up and then we'll be good to go. So we had to use the impact to tighten these things down. They were very loose, but they were really hard to turn over with like a wrench or anything. So the impact was where it's at. So we can put the wheel back on and see how it feels. I'm sure it's gonna be amazingly better. Look at that, beautiful.
I need to put a cotter pin in here first.
Yes, we gotta put the cotter pin in the castle nut, but I think it's honestly great now. This is awesome. So we got the speedometer cable hooked up temporarily. I think we have to take the actual speedometer, the cluster out, but we don't want to do that right now to get it permanent. Because there's like an intermediate cable that goes from the speedometer down, and then we have the speedometer cable hooked to the intermediate cable, like the middle cable. Technically, I think this one just bypasses that little cable, but we don't have to take everything apart. So we've got it rigged up to where it'll work for now. And we also had to super glue the stock here because it was turning the brights on and off like crazy. It was very annoying.
Yeah, the switch was broken.
Yep, switch is broken, so it's fine the way it is. It's just not gonna have brights, but who cares? And yeah, everything's good. It's looking great. Don't forget about your glasses on the roof. And we're gonna pull this out of here and maybe even take it for a drive tonight, but we'll get a video of it driving in the daytime next time Nat's here during the day.
Yeah, probably within the next couple of days.
All right, well, let's get her out of here so we have more room so we can put stuff up. Also, it's about time we're done because our diesel heater ran out of diesel. So, and it's already very cold in here. Didn't take long and it's already 29 degrees. It went from like 37 degrees and it's already 29 in here. That fast. We need a ceiling. Once we get a ceiling in here, then this thing will be much better. Yep. Off we go. So much quieter than it was. Still needs a muffler in my opinion, but it's fine. Very much improved. All right, well, we're gonna get this out of here and we'll probably take it for a test drive here in a second. All right, guys, we're back for another day, Too Many Projects Garage, and we've got the 280zx here again. It's been a couple days. She's been driving around a little bit, and it's been doing pretty good, except for when we installed that stinking speedometer, it just totally just blew up on us for some reason. We don't know why, but as you can see, it's broken. You can actually see that, yeah. The whole needle is broken off and it doesn't move, so that sucks, but it is what it is. And Nat's working on tightening up that clamp that we forgot to tighten up while it was on the lift for the gas inlet. And then we'll take this thing for a drive. But so far, so good. I mean, everything we fixed apart from the speedometer cable was good. So you win some, you lose some. But yeah, and it clunks a little bit. We're not sure why it's clunking, but we're thinking it's just probably the struts. And we've got a plan for the struts at some point, but for now it works, and so we're gonna leave it alone. All right, here we go. We're about to get on the highway. The hell? Hopefully not. I like this little light here. I didn't even notice it. Little map light. It's fun. Sounds pretty good. How's the steering feel?
It's okay. I think the spring binding on the one side still makes it not perfect, but it's drivable.
That's cool. Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of slop is what I meant.
There's not really any slop anymore.
Which is great, because we used that, we 3D printed that bushing, which it seems to be working.
The tie rod ends were like brand new, so that was really the only thing that was bad on it.
Yeah, really the only thing that we need to fix now on the suspension, or the steering at least, is, well, we do need to fix the power steering at some point. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice, but I think the whole steering gearbox is going to have to come out for that, because it's very leaky up around there.
All right, guys, we're back from our little trip, and the car drives great. We did sort of figure out what was wrong with the fuel gauge. Turns out there is a flaky connection, because guess what? Yeah. Fuel gauge was now it's working. And if you touch it, basically, it stops working. So you look, it's just flicking on and off. But hey, we can see what the fuel gauge is. You got a full tank, basically. So also we figured out it was slightly weepy around that top gasket, unfortunately, so we'll have to seal that up better. But it's not leaking so bad that it's a huge deal. So, but anyways, we're gonna see if we can make this work a little bit better, and then we'll have a fuel gauge. So that's gonna be it for this episode of Too Many Projects Garage. We'll see you guys next time, hopefully with an ambassador.